What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Basically, in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why you shouldn't have a scarcity mindset in all aspects, but in today's video, more specifically with women, and kind of like a recent situation that happened with me that I would like to share with you guys. So, if you guys don't know, I recently just got back from Japan. I recently just got back from Tokyo. And I had a good time out there. It was really fun. I went to a lot of art shows, did a lot of cool things like within the music space. Went to some shows out there with some homies that were performing. I was on stage. I did a lot of cool stuff. But one thing that I noticed, especially like when you travel, especially as a man, I will say, a lot of times, if you're posting on Instagram, you're posting your story, you're showing that you have like this cool lifestyle, this and that. A lot of times, women will kind of like, they'll hit you up. They'll swipe up on your stories. Oh, like, it's cool you're traveling. How long are you going to be here for? When you get back, we should hang out. And I would say more recently, a lot of women have kind of been, I'm not trying to sound like bragging or this or that, but a lot of women have just been like hitting me up and, wanting to hang out, like in a way, kind of throwing themselves at me. And it makes me think like a previous version of me, like a previous Alton might have been like, dang, well, all these girls are hitting me up. All of them want to hang out, this and that. They're basically like just throwing themselves at me, like giving themselves to me. A previous version of me probably would have been like, oh, well, let me just kind of see where it leads. Like, I'll go out with this girl, or I'll hang out with this girl, or maybe we'll hang out, we'll do a date. Maybe this girl want to go on a date. And yeah, previous me would have been like, yeah, like, okay, like, let me just go and see where this road leads to. But right now, especially, I just haven't, I've been talking to my sweetheart, the girl that I'm actually interested in again, and that's been so cool. Like it's been filling my soul, it's been filling my cup. But even if that wasn't the case, I just don't feel like I'm in a period to like chase all these girls. And then again, it's in a way where like these girls are kind of like, more recently they've been acting, like how do I best put it? Basically, they've just been acting very open with me. That basically, if we just hung out, whatever, they would probably want to like, go on dates and whatever, do all these different types of things. But I just haven't been feeling it. And it makes me think to the previous version of me, I think that maybe I had more so of a scarcity mindset with women, thinking that, okay, well, if I don't go out with this girl when she's clearly like, oh, hey, like, let's hang out, let's do this and that, then in my head, I think I used to think that like, oh, well, then maybe I'll like miss this opportunity, whatever. I think a lot of times people can relate to like that feeling of like, oh, well, you don't want to be alone, you don't want to miss like your shot of like finding a person or whatever. So I think a part of me before would also date almost as like an obligation to maybe my future self or whatever you want to call it, like an obligation to some part of me of like that ultimate kind of trying to find a person. But more recently, I've kind of just been more just like chilling. Like I don't need to do those things. Like I think before the scarcity mindset came from a feeling and a fear of loneliness, a fear of like, dang, I don't want to end up alone one day. So if a girl wants to go out with me, I'm just gonna go out with her just to kind of see where it leads to. But now more than ever, I'm just not pressed about things like that anymore. I think I've kind of almost just accepted that like what's mine is already for me. But the interesting thing about it is since I've been like that more, I feel like I've been getting more of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, maybe like attention from women. And again, it's not something that I'm seeking. I'm not looking for it, but I've just kind of noticed it. It's like the more where I'm just like, oh, well, no, I'm chilling. Like, I just won't answer. I won't respond. Or I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go out with this person. I'm not even going to like feed into it. It's like the more and more that it's been coming. And a lot of times I'll actually look to women. I look to women to kind of see how they handle things. So, for example, women get hit up all the time. Women always have guys like sliding in their DMs and hitting them up to like, hang out. Guys want to take them out on dates and stuff. But I know a lot of girls like personally and just like, like through friends and stuff. I know a lot of girls that just like treat it like it's nothing. They just like, oh yeah, this guy wants to take me out. But it's like they know that like they're women, they're pretty, they're gonna have multiple options coming. And it made me think like I think it's one of those things where it's like a circle, it's like a cycle. So it's like since you're not pressed about people hitting you up and like wanting to potentially date you and go out with you, then you get more of it because you don't actually care about it. You don't actually care for it. Like energetically, because this life is energy. everything in this life is like it's not just the physical that you see. It's actually like energetical things that are going on all the time. I feel like life and the universe feels that, like, since you aren't like scared that you're gonna run out of this thing, it provides you with more abundance of it. So for some of you guys that maybe probably would want to actually go out on dates, you would actually want to have like, different girls hitting you up and stuff. And, you would want to, like, be dating. Maybe you want a girlfriend or whatever it is. I think the biggest thing that you could probably do, and it's going to sound like super opposite to the thing that you would think, but the thing you should do is just like focus. I don't want to say focus on yourself, but just don't focus on that thing. Like, if you want like women so bad, people can feel like a needy person. Life and the universe feels a needy person, and nobody wants to give to a person that's like needy. Recently there was like, I'm not trying to air this person out, but for even like on my YouTube, there was this one person that like booked a call with me when I was in Japan. And I was like, hey man, like I can't right now. I'm in Japan, but like when I get back. And he just kept hitting me up, like trying to book a call, hitting me up, hitting me up. And this is the point now where I'm just like, yo, I literally can't, like, I don't want to talk to you now because I just can tell that you're so needy, and I just feel weird about it now. Like, it's to the point where like I'm just so like turned off about the situation now because they just continuously hit me up. I'm kind of thinking that, like, yeah, they just want something from me now, and that's not like a good feeling. So, um, yeah, I think you get more of the things when you're not pressed about them. So don't have a scarcity mindset. Don't have a scarcity mindset to anything, to like your job or to like friendships, and especially not to relationships, because again, you're not gonna get them if you're just so needy for it. But if you're actually like chill, you're fulfilled in what you already have going on, then that's when you get more of those things. So if this video resonated with you, comment down below. What do you think about this? Is it facts, or am I just kind of like really yapping? If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications because I do post videos every day. Yeah, I love you guys. I'll speak with you very soon. I'll see you tomorrow.